And we're live. Hey, I'm Wolfie. This is Poggie. Welcome to the Wolfie and Poggie show, where we give you predictions. We are going to talk about the 49ers, who should win, Seahawks versus Rams, a couple of fun things that we heard throughout the week, such as Steve Young thinks that we should use 3 running backs at once. We'll get Poggie's thoughts. We'll have a conversation about it. However, if you guys like the live, if you guys like the content at all, please sub if you haven't already. Like the live if you haven't already, of course. Really appreciate it. So first thing that we're going to go ahead and just jump right into. Oh, first, how are you, Poggie? How are you doing?
What's up, buddy? Doing well. How about yourself?
Good. How's your soccer team?
Season's over, but we're going into some off-season training. So
season's over. You started off hot though, weren't you? Like 3-0 or something, and then
then we dropped off. Kind of happens. So
yeah, you had the interim head coach magic that usually happens, and then
it just dropped off. Didn't come in with a game plan at all. Like I said, I took over the team with expecting to be an assistant coach, and then became the head coach. So it just kind of happens,
Those clutch wins, are you like in last place now, or are you just, as long as you're not in last place, that's all that matters, right?
No. It's just the season's over, so we have off season now, so some of the girls want to do some off season training, so I'm going to take them and do some training. So what up, Papa J?
So you're taking over next year?
Yeah, I'm gonna take over in the spring. So I got things set up, trying to come up with some schemes and some game plans so I can actually coach the team the way I want to, and not just kind of, do it.
Papa J in the house. OG. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Thanks for the shout out. Appreciate it. I'll leave that up actually. But well, I mean, how are you gonna prepare? Are you gonna start playing a lot more FIFA?
No. I bought a program that can help me drop some game plans and things like that, the way I want them to move the ball and stuff. So, yeah, I can move players where I want them instead of just kind of asking, hey, where do you want to play? Kind of, living on the edge with that. You come in, you don't expect to be a coach. You just kind of expect to get offense or defense. And instead, you're managing the whole team, and your goalie's coach becomes your assistant coach, so you're both kind of running the team. And so
kind of cool though, man. Isn't that exciting? Is this your first
well, I did football, but I'm excited for this one because this program I bought is pretty cool. So there's a lot I can do with it. During the tryouts, I'll hold tryouts for the girls and things like that for positions and things. So.
And your daughter will always have a starting position.
So to be fair, she is a actual shutdown defender. So she was a starter regardless of, she's one of the better defenders on the team. So yeah, she would be, they have this step up level, which is club, and she'd be in that, and she wants to just be with her friends. So
okay.
Yeah.
That's dope, man. That's dope. Well, I hope next year goes a lot better, man. But hey, at least you got those dubs, man. At least you got those dubs. I thought that was impressive in the first place. So, all right. So let's go ahead and talk about the knick-knacky things first before we jump into the Seahawks versus Rams, and then the trade targets, such as Steve Young thinks the 49ers should use 3 backs at once. Quote, he says that the 49ers need to create fear, and that the 49ers right now have nothing to fear on offense. Poggie, what do you think of him saying there's nothing to fear, and the fact that we should use 3 running backs to create that fear?
I agree. There's not a lot to fear on our offense right now besides George Kittle, right? Thanks, Papa J. I mean, when you think about
Jordan Mason between the 1 and 80-yard line.
I mean, but you bring back CMC, you got Jordan Mason back there, you got Guerrero. You could put him out there as a wide receiver. I mean, didn't he play wide receiver in high school? I mean, Guerrero. He played wide receiver. Guerrero, yeah. Guerrero. Yeah. He played wide receiver in high school, so he could line up and line him up wide and let them play some wide receiver. Give them some different looks, things like that you can do with them.
Okay.
So
you love the idea of using
I do.
How often do you think you should really putting 3 running backs out there?
Well, I think it's just different looks.
What if one of them gets hurt, though? What if one gets hurt?
I think it's just giving them different looks. Right now, there's not a lot to our offense. With the loss of IU, the lack of production, I'd say, from Debo because of his illness, things like that. He's kind of on and off the field. And the amount that we're relying on rookies right now to play for us, I think we need a little spark. So I don't think it hurts to give defenses a different look.
To play on that, to do 3 running backs, you allow Garendo to get more reps, so he actually does get better. So there's a plus side to that happening.
And I think you can move him in motion, play him at wide receiver. The guy's got stellar hands. So,
but okay. My pushback here though is so how would you put it? Okay, so obviously it goes, if you're putting 3 running backs out there, it goes wide receiver, a slot, okay, a fullback, and a halfback. How would you put the 3 running backs in order? Where would you put the running backs?
So it'd be Mason, CMC.
I know Mason, CMC, and Garendo, but where would you put them? You have to put 3 running backs out there. Where would you put them? Would you put CMC at fullback? Would you put
I put him at running back. I put probably Mason more at fullback because he is your downhill runner. And you could put Garendo at halfback in motion too when you need to, and put him in a let him run out and play some slot receiver or put him out on wide. He has that 4.33 speed too, so you have that danger out there. Yeah. I'm just saying you can give. Shanahan can open up the playbook a little bit more than go into his first 2 or 3 pages.
Oh, okay, this is important. So you're saying that you would put Christian McCaffrey in the slot, right?
Yeah, you could. Christian Mason McCaffrey. Yeah,
I would put Garendo at fullback and keep Mason at running back.
Garendo's not a fullback. Garendo doesn't have.
Oh, don't tell Larry Krueger that. Tell Larry Krueger that. He thinks he's straight up a running back. Fullback.
I think Mason would be more of a fullback than Garendo.
I don't know if Mason's good at pass blocking or not. And I think Garendo has a bigger body than Mason. And I think Garendo
has better hands.
And I'm saying the fullback is most likely to get the ball in those 3 running backs. I think Garendo should be the fullback, Mason should be the running back, and obviously CMC needs to be at receiver. Okay. I don't care what you think of Garendo. Garendo should not be the receiver in that situation.
I don't know. Garendo with that speed on the outside could be a threat.
Garendo needs to be the fullback or the running back. CMC, if you had 3 running backs out there, you for sure putting CMC at the slot no matter what. Why would you take him away?
I'm not saying you don't do that. I'm just saying you can do different looks, though, right? Garendo can line up out wide. He did play. You can play Garendo out wide with his.
Strawberry in the house. Welcome. Yep,
but
CMC's in the slot.
No, that's fine. I'm just saying you can give him different looks, though.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to always be CMC in the slot.
Yeah, but I think
you just line them up in the.
But aren't you afraid that you're going to put? Aren't you putting them at risk though? Because if one of them gets hurt, you're like.
Then you need to trade for a wide receiver because right now we have nobody.
Pearsall's looking pretty good. Pearsall's looking pretty solid.
One game. All
right. So how about? Okay, I disagree. So we have Kittle. That's one weapon. He says there's nobody to fear. Kittle is to fear. We're just not using him. Mason is to fear between the 1 and 80-yard line. Garendo is starting to become something to fear. There are things that that defenses have to respect.
Okay, what's
it's just not
Purdy
wide receiver right now. What's that?
What I feel like it's affecting Brock Purdy's game.
That's because the wide receivers are not because the quarterback
because
and
the wide receivers
get more. Yeah, they're connected a lot more.
They're not getting
running
space.
back. What's that?
They're not getting space.
They're not getting space. They're not getting separation. Exactly. And a quarterback's more likely going to throw it to a wide receiver more often than a running back and a tight end. So, yeah. But
I think we need to do something besides what we're doing because it's just not going to sustain. We have
It's just
Probably
in the red zone. That's it.
our
It's just in the
second
red zone.
this schedule we have coming up. What we're doing right now is not going to work. We're not going to make the playoffs with the second half of this schedule doing what we're doing.
We're gonna have CMC backs. That's our threat. That's what I'm saying is like you don't need to do 3 running backs because you'll have CMC back who is that threat already. He's already all 3 of those running backs in one position. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't think you should.
I kind of disagree with that.
I think you should do it once in a while. I don't think you should just throw all 3 of them out there consistently.
I'm not saying you do it all the time.
Every 4 weeks kind of type deal.
I don't think that. I think you open up the playbook and start actually doing things besides being less creative. He's not as creative as he has been in the past.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, Strawberry. He's not being creative with the pieces he has. Guerrero played wide receiver in high school. Look it up.
It's because
he was a great wide receiver. The guy's got really good hands. It showed in college.
You don't know that, man. You don't know if he's got really good hands. Okay. Now that is okay. No.
He has good hands, I'm telling you.
When was the last time you saw Guerrero catch a ball? That's not that this year. Because obviously he's caught some balls, but
he did it in college too. I mean, he did it in college.
I'm just saying I haven't seen it though, so I don't know what he is. I'm saying I don't know if he's this great wide receiver. Yeah,
I'm not saying he's a great wide receiver. I'm saying he did play wide receiver. He has some skill there at wide receiver. He did play some in college. He made some great catches in college. But I'm just saying, like, the guy can't line up to play some wide receiver. I'm not saying line him up there all the time. I'm saying you can put him in that 3-back position and still line him out there. Not saying don't put CMC in the slot, but you can change it up and line him up wide.
As long as we can, well, I'll meet you halfway. As long as we can agree that Mason does not belong at slot, period.
Oh, Mason, no way. Why would you put Mason in the slot? No.
I'm just saying you got 3.
That's like throwing into a wall.
3 spots. Yeah. You're never putting Mason at that
slot. I think CMC
fullback needs to be Guerrero though.
CMC and Guerrero are your two receivers.
If I start listening to Poggie, then I'll start choking a 2-4 lead in predictions. Okay, and I can't have that.
He's way behind on the predictions.
No, I'm tied now. It's 2. You choked a lead. You choked a 2-4 lead.
No, I'm still ahead. What are you talking about? Oh yeah, because I gave you the tiebreaker.
Give me a tiebreaker the week prior to this one, and then this one I got it. So yeah. All right. So you think it's something? It's more like we should open up the playbook, doing more fun stuff. But I think what happens is
fun stuff. No, being creative.
Yeah, fun.
Right now, he's on his first 2 pages of his offense, and it's not going to work on the. You look at the teams we're playing on the back end of our schedule. We have one of the hardest schedules in the NFL right now. And we're not going to make the playoffs doing what we're doing.
Oh, we can make the playoffs still. We're fine. We just got to win the division, and the division's open. And we'll talk about that in a minute. But I don't know. I just think that the Kyle's trying to make more plays for Debo than he is trying to open it up for everyone else. So if Christian McCaffrey was out there, I feel like he would open the playbook more. But I think he's trying to get Debo way more involved. That's what I think is happening. And Debo is just not the same player because let's be real. We've seen a lot more passes go to Debo these days. A lot more jet sweeps, a lot more screens of Debo this year.
Because they need to utilize Kittle. Kittle's been killing it this season.
Exactly. And that's what I'm trying. I do agree that to an extent, but I think I think Kyle is doing fun things, but he's trying to do it with Debo, who's washed. I think he needs to do it with other players.
He's doing the same things he's been doing with Debo, but Debo can't do those things anymore.
So, for example, Pearsall against the Cowboys got that sweep. Yeah. And it was a big play. It was a big run. It's time to move on, try it with different players. And maybe that's what Kyle Shanahan is now beginning to do. Maybe he now realizes that Debo is just not that guy. Debo has been the focus, and Juwan Jennings has been just the clutch wide receiver to get open on 3rd down consistently.
Mm-hmm. Juwan Jennings is number 1 to me. But yeah.
Oh, yeah, 10%. I mean, if you could debate that he was kind of the number 1
last
year.
season. Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean
'cause
that's how I was big on him last season. That's
clutch
why I was okay
situations,
getting
third
rid of
downs.
freaking Ayuk. So
Yeah.
anyway,
How would Isaac do as a tight end? Just curious.
I don't think he's big enough to play tight end.
Yeah, I don't think he's big enough for that. He should use Garendo more like he uses CMC though.
I agree.
CMC.
Yeah, he could use Garindo like he uses CMC.
I don't know.
Right?
I think you guys are giving okay. He's playing good, but remember he's still raw, and there's still things to learn. Asking him to do CMC stuff, people, come on, let's pump the brakes. That's too much. You're saying you're having. I understand not the same execution, but I would trust Mason more so because he knows the playbook better, been around
in the slot
compared to Garendo. But Garendo, what I'm saying, what CMC does for 49ers is rare and not something Garendo has ever done.
He's saying you can line up Garendo in the slot like CMC.
You cannot line him on the outside. No, CMC lines up on the outside of these.
You can put Garendo on the outside. Yeah, you can.
No, you can't.
With that 4.33 speed, he can run routes. He did it in college.
Right.
You haven't watched enough tape on
we were talking about CMC plays, man.
I'm not saying he's as great as CMC. I'm saying he can.
But yes, but I'm saying it takes a talent to execute those plays. And you're saying that Garendo has the talent.
He has the skill set. He's done it in the past.
All right. Okay.
You got to do your research on him, Brian.
Dude,
Wolfie.
That's crazy, dude. Like, let's pump the brakes. I'm not saying he'll be good at CMC, but he'll have a skill set. I don't think it's too soon. It's too soon, man. It's too soon. This is madness. Mason doesn't. Sorry, he just doesn't.
Mason's a running back. He'll just put him in the backfield, hand him the ball. Don't throw him the ball.
Mason can catch the ball. He's been catching.
He can't line up in the slot. He's not going to line up wide.
Well, yeah, he's not lining up the slot. But if you want to say Garendo can do what him playing on the out, because sometimes CMC has to do certain motions, very specific outside stuff, and I'm saying Garendo can't do that. Can't do that.
Okay, I guess we agree to disagree because I'm not saying he's a CMC, but I'm saying he has the skill set to do so. He can do it.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So
I'm big on Garendo. I've done my research on Garendo. I've watched film on Garendo, and he can do it. He's done it.
We got to move on to next things. I think since we're talking about the running back situation, and I thought that was actually an interesting conversation. Agree and disagree there. Let's talk about Brock Purdy for a second.
Mm-hmm.
This is his report card halfway through. I'm sure Poggie's looked at the stats, but just for everyone else, this is what his current stats are currently at week 9. He's 13th in touchdowns right now, but he's got 7 interceptions. So he's got 10 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. He's 6th in air yards per attempt, which is actually pretty good. It's not that bad with 8.2. Then he has a passer rating of 93.7, which is 15th. His QBR is 62.6, which is really just an overall grade pretty much. And he is, where is it at? 10th right now, 62.6. And you roughly want a QBR around 65 to 70 for an average-ish.
Mm-hmm.
Completion percentage 19th, 64.5. That you can almost contribute to the wide receivers just being bad, not getting any separation. However, his completion percentage is 19th, 64.5, and you kind of want that above 65 point all the way to a 70%. 70% is what you really want. And I think only 3 quarterbacks right now have a 70% completion percentage. He is 6th in yards, 2,101. And then, and by the way, these are 8 games played while some teams currently had bye weeks. So that can go down. Yards per game right now, he's 5th with 262. And he has 5 fumbles. 5. So, honestly, looking at the stats, it would be kind of hard to be like, okay, he's having a great season or even a good one. I'd say right now, based on stats, he's average at best.
I give him a C on the season.
Yeah, I would say like a C of the season because he's had that bad game against the Cardinals, the bad game against the Chiefs, it was pretty bad.
And you can't contribute it to sacks because if you look at the 32 quarterbacks in the league, he's fifth. It has the fifth least amount of sacks. He's got 15. If you look at someone like CJ Stroud has 30. It's not all on the offensive line. I'm just saying, like Caleb Williams, 23. Yeah, Patrick Mahomes is at 12, Lamar's at 12, Spencer Rattler's at 14, and then you got Brock Purdy at 15. So you look at guys like that, and Brock, he's terrible under pressure, but it hasn't been a lot of pressure. What's up, Juan? It hasn't been a lot of pressure on him, and I think I don't know what you got to wonder what's going on behind the scenes or whatever, but yeah, it's just hasn't been a good first half of the season for him. It's just,
I think it's just the obvious thing, which is he's working with Pearsall, who's barely out there. He's working with Cowing, who's a rookie. He's got Debo, who's washed and can't get separation. And quarterbacks throw it to wide receivers more often than tight ends and running backs. So, of course, those things are going to come down when you're last in yards after the catch.
Yeah,
if you're last in separation, your stats are going to look a little bit bad. But some of those interceptions have looked terrible. Like I said,
he's been mentally just – some of it's just been mentally –
he hasn't had a complete game yet. Like he just plays good for a good quarter, maybe a quarter and a half, and the rest of it is just meh. You can almost count on him having a great quarter, except for in the Kansas City Chiefs game. And that one, he was bad from start to finish. But yeah, that's really what it is. It's the fact that he's just hasn't played a complete game yet. Everything's just been very inconsistent with Brock Purdy this year.
I get him not trusting the wide receivers, but you still have trusted. You still hold reliable Derek Kittle. Right there, that's all the trust you need, right? Throw if you need a bailout, throw it in the air. Kittle's going to fight for that ball every damn time, and it just hasn't happened. So, I don't know. It's tough to really break down what's going on with him. The Ayuk thing, they didn't have the offseason together, so that could be a big factor too because there was no chemistry, nothing to carry over from the offseason.
Yeah.
And then Debo, has been playing like ass.
Ayuk, and then before his injury, Ayuk was terrible.
Yeah. And then you had, Pearsall, who he didn't get to build a whole lot of chemistry with. So, and Juwan Jennings is out. So it's like, a lot of these pieces are out. So you could sum it up to injuries, but still you look at some of the passes he's just made too, and to double coverage also. And it's like, why are you doing that? It's just a bad read. Yeah. It's like, we've always given him a lot of credit for his ability to read plays and
with anticipation.
Exactly. And it's like, it's just not happening right now. And, you can't blame that on the wide receivers. That's him.
Well, you kind of can to a sense because, for example, Ayuk not being there, if Brock Purdy's whole thing is anticipation, if he hasn't had his timing down, Brock Purdy can throw a super accurate ball, but if he thinks that that's where he's going to be and he's not there, it's automatically a bad ball, even though old Ayuk and that connection is just so bad. The fact that he thinks he's going to be there. Same thing with like Pearsall. He thinks Pearsall is going to be here at this exact spot at this exact time. So his anticipation is bad right now because these wide receivers don't have a connection with Brock Purdy. His
it's really tough
anticipation. And if you anticipate a player being somewhere and they're not there, doesn't matter how accurate you are, you're wrong about them being there, and it's automatically a bad ball. When really, if he expected a player to be there and he was there, it would have been a perfect ball.
Yeah, it's tough because even with that said, though, he still has been throwing some terrible balls. So, I mean, it's not even the wide receiver's fault. That's been him, though. I mean, yeah, okay, he's anticipating a ball, but I mean, when you're throwing it and the guy has two players on him, you're not anticipating anything. You're just throwing the ball.
And you're referring to the play where McKivitz got beat and then Purdy's hand got knocked. And it was still, regardless, it was gonna go into double coverage, regardless.
But he's done that a few times. And it's like, why are you doing that? Like that was
he did that twice against Kansas City. Like he did that.
Yeah,
that
was
nobody there when Kittle.
That was a bad choice.
Covered.
Yeah, that was just a bad choice. Throw away the ball. If anything. But yeah, he's been forcing the ball too much. So yeah, I don't know. He's just having a bad first half of the season. Needs to turn it around. So hopefully this bye week he gets a mental reset and he's able to just kind of get things turned around.
Hopefully it builds that trend because he in the the second half of his rookie season he was fantastic, and then last season second half he really took off, and then now here hopefully he can continue that trend, and yeah, I guess we'll see. I think I totally agree. I think a C is fair. He's not taking the team over the hump. He's making mistakes far too often. And, yeah, definitely. He could definitely
thank God for Mason right now.
Yeah, Mason, well, from the 1 to 80 yard line. Once he gets to the red zone, he's trash. So Kittle,
yeah.
Kittle's been playing great. But if Kittle's not open, man, stop throwing it. Stop throwing it.
You're right, yeah.
If he's not there, that's what he did. He forced it to Kittle on that play on Kansas City.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It'd be good to get Juwan Jennings back. So
yeah, apparently he's on track. He should be coming back for the bye week. Also, CMC is supposed to come back, hopefully. Gross Matos is going to come back in a few weeks. Greenlaw as well, and Hufunga. So we're getting reinforcements.
And those are big.
The next few weeks. Yeah. So
we just need some D-line help.
And speaking of D-line help, trade targets. Woo woo! All right. So the biggest need, I think, for the San Francisco 49ers is D-end. I think we have nothing going on there. Leonard Floyd is the shell of himself. Samo has been a nice surprise. But outside of that, Bill Jr. is nobody at all. So
who?
Right, exactly. I think we need to go out and trade for a D-end. Azeez Ojulari has been highly connected to us. Chase Sr. loves him. Larry Krueger loves him. I love him. I think he's a perfect fit. I think Azeez Ojulari is what we thought Leonard Floyd would be. So getting him would be great. I don't know what he's worth. I mean, it can't be that much because they're trying to get rid of him. He wants some picks. I think like a day 3 pick.
Contract, yeah, I think he'd be. Well, we do have 2 third-round picks also. I mean, we could make a big splash if we wanted to because we have a few third-round picks, maybe a 4th-round pick we could give up for, a pretty good player. I mean, you look at like DeAndre Hopkins went for a 5th-round pick. I mean, yeah, he's not what he used to be, but he's still an impact player on the field. I mean, he's still probably a 3rd-round pick. I would have thought like a 3rd-round pick, if anything. But when I saw him go for a 5th-round pick, I was pretty surprised. I was like, wow, you gave up a 5th-round pick for somebody that I thought was still probably a number 1 running back for most teams, or wide receiver for most teams in the NFL, because a lot of these teams don't have that go-to guy that can run those routes and make those clutch catches. Like he still can. Yeah. So, and I thought they gave the Chiefs they're like, here, you're going to give us a washer and dryer. Okay. Thank you. Like, that's what I felt like that trade was. It's like they barely got anything out of that trade, right? A 5th-round pick. That was terrible.
It's more like a early 6th-round pick, if anything. It's more like that.
I mean, it's nothing.
And
you
I
didn't get anything out of that.
I thought max he was worth a 3rd-round pick. Max.
That's what I'm saying. I would have pushed for a 3rd-round pick because it's going to be an early 4th-round pick for the Chiefs, right?
And then especially want to give it to the team that wants to 3-peat. You think you'd be able to siphon a little bit more out of them.
That's my big surprise. Like I didn't think he would be like, if he was to go to a low-tier team, he'd be a 3rd-round pick. I'm saying for the Chiefs, I would have made them pay out for that because they wanted that impact.
They want that 3-peat, man.
Because DeAndre Hopkins is going to go out there and produce for them, right? He's going to be that wide receiver that's going to produce for the Chiefs.
Just give him time to mesh things. He didn't do much.
And he's going to put him over that three-peat line. Now they're looking like, okay, well, that's an easy three-peat.
Well, we also got another pass rusher, too. They got Josh Usu from New England Patriots. So they got more. Like teams.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
Why are they helping the Chiefs, dude? Why are other teams in the same conference, no less, helping the Chiefs get a three-peat? The Bills did it in the draft for Xavier Worthy. Now we got Titans with DeAndre Hopkins. Now you got New England trying to help their legacy, erase their legacy. It's what is happening.
I don't know.
What is happening? You're helping the empire, man. This is evil shit. So, and I do agree. Like, I don't know what we're doing. I'm almost scared we're not going to make a move. I almost got a feeling we're not. And I think we definitely need a pass rush.
If we don't make a move, we may be in trouble.
Definitely. Especially if maybe get a wide receiver. I don't know who's left out there, but we need a vet wide receiver out there.
Yeah, it'd be nice to
get
a
pass rusher.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely need a pass rusher the most right now. And it'd be nice to get a veteran wide receiver out there that can at least come out there and make 2 or 3 catches a game for us. That could be kind of a possession type guy that can, you can go to when you need to on third down type deal. I mean, we'll have.
I don't know if there's anybody like that out there now. I think they're all taken. I think they're all taken. I think
Cooper Kupp.
That's never happened. It's so crazy. I know. So Strawberry says they need QR for depth. Debo gets injured, and I don't need to see Ronnie Bell in the field anymore. Exactly. Getting a wide receiver pushes him further down the depth chart.
Yeah.
110%. The next up was Azeez Ojolari, pass rusher. The one I thought of that no one's ever thought of yet, that personally will probably never happen, but I would like for it to happen, is us trading for Garrett Bowles from the Broncos. He's only $16 million this year. And he'd be a huge upgrade to McKivitz. And if Trent Williams went down, we have a guy who can play left tackle.
That's not going to happen, though. I mean,
but
Denver's in the hunt right now, right? So why are they going to trade?
They're not, dude.
They're 5-3. Why would they start selling pieces?
Because they should. Because they know they're not going to win the Super Bowl, dude. That's not going to happen. They should just do that.
But they're still not in a rebuild. They're
not going to give us DJ Jones. So they're not going to give us DJ Jones.
Probably more than likely not. But DJ Jones is a cheaper option for them to get rid of right now.
McKivitz has improved significantly. I literally, if it wasn't for Brock Purdy throwing it to double coverage anyway, literally gave up as Brock Purdy was throwing it, a defender hit his hand because of McKivitz. Jake Brendel's a problem too. Bowles, right tackle, and center are a problem, man. And McKivitz, has been better, but I think that's a product of Pooney. Pooney is a stud right guard.
I keep on hearing Buckner a lot. I hear Buckner quite a bit too.
I've heard Buckner too. Buckner has not been playing very well this year. He's not doing very good.
No, and I don't know why we would be. I mean, Buckner would still be. I don't know. I don't think we're going to make a big impact. I've kind of seen all these things happening. It's like, what are we going to do anything? Like, you're knocking on.
It feels very like hope. It does feel very Cowboy-esque.
Like we're just kind of like,
whatever. We got what we got. We're going to have reinforcements later in the second half. That's what we're relying on.
And we got a tough second half of that season. Bucks, Seahawks, Packers, Bills, Bears.
Oh, I'm not worried about the Seahawks. I think we'll crush them.
Yeah, I think we'll beat them. I'm just saying but I mean, you look at our second half of this schedule and it doesn't get easier. I mean, the Lions. Yeah. I think the Lions are the best team right now in the NFC. So.
Yeah, I agree 100%. There's a guy who said, he's a huge content creator. I don't remember what it was. I made a short about it. He said that the team I'm afraid of the most right now is the Eagles. And I'm like, what the? No way, dude.
Lions.
No way. Lions. The Lions, man. The Lions literally won a game 52 to whatever it was, where Jared Goff threw 85 yards.
I think the Lions are probably the favorite to go, in my opinion. I think they're going to go to the Super Bowl against the Chiefs. I mean,
yeah, it looks
we're
like
not. I mean, we're lucky. I think we still probably win the division, maybe. We'll see.
The Niners O-line men based on our 1, 2, 3. An order of talent. I don't know how Banks is that low. I don't know either. Banks has always been an O-line man. He's never been fantastic. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump into talking about the Seahawks versus Rams game. Who are we going for as a 49ers fan? Who do we want to win in this game? Let me go ahead and flip this page. All right. Seahawks versus Rams. Rams are 3-4 right now. The Seahawks are 4-4 right now. If the Seahawks win, obviously they're 5-4. Rams win, they're 4-4. So, who do we want to win in this game? Seahawks versus Rams. Who do you got?
That's an easy pick. As much as I hate, and that's a strong word, hate the Seahawks.
You keep preaching it. Keep preaching it.
I'd rather them win because we beat them this season. So we'd still be a game ahead. We win our next game, we're ahead of them still. Easy. If the Rams win, they're ahead of us. That's an easy pick. Rams beat us, so they have the tiebreaker. That's an easy pick. I'd rather wholeheartedly, if we were ahead of both these teams and it wasn't like, there was no, I'd rather watch the Rams. Yeah, if we would have beat the Rams, I would love to watch the Rams beat the ish out of the Seahawks. Just a laugh. I would go for them all day. But this one, you have to go for the Seahawks because we hold that tiebreaker over them.
Yeah.
We need them to win because if we win too, then we're still ahead of them.
Yeah, we're on pace with them. Well, technically, they'll be one win ahead of us because they'll become 5-4.
Well, because of the bye week. That's the only reason.
Yeah, and we'll just have to win in that bye week whatever their bye week is. And that's the thing. We can afford that. We can afford a week or two, not being behind the Seahawks a little bit. Because I know we can beat the Seahawks, right? I know we can do it.
We'll beat them at home next week. Yeah.
Week.
17th, we'll beat them at home. Yeah.
Yeah, so I want the Seahawks to win for that reason too. I just think that we'll be able to keep up with them regardless if they get that one win ahead of us until that bye week happens. I think we'll be fine too. The Rams, if they got W, just like you said, puts us, I believe, in 4th place again in the division. It really throws us back even further, and that's something that we can't afford. And it's going to feel like shit for a few weeks because that's
a no-brainer answer right there.
That's a whole,
As much as I hate the Seahawks, they have to win for us to.
And they have momentum division right now. And if the Seahawks can kill that momentum, because they're riding high.
Rams are a momentum team. Yeah,
they're riding high right now. And if the Seahawks can put out that fire, it's a huge W. We need the Seahawks to win. So that's how we win the bye week. Bears win, by the way. If the Bears beat the Cardinals, and if the Seahawks,
I think the Bears will. Yeah, come on, Bears.
Yeah, I got the Bears too as well. I that's more of like I want that to happen.
I do too.
It needs to happen. Yeah, it's more like this, but yeah. So Seahawks versus Rams. We totally 110% agree. The Seahawks need to get this dub. They're favored, by the way. The Rams are favored in this game, so the Seahawks are underdogs. The Rams are up, but only by a little, which is by 1.5.
It's in Seattle too, which is weird. Huh?
Is it in Seattle?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is weird. That is totally weird. Oh wow. And then the money line is 123. I don't know what that means. So.
I don't either. I don't bet on games, so.
Yeah, me either. As for the Bears and Cardinals game, the over-under is 44.5. I think it's going to be less than that. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game.
I don't think it's going to be a high-scoring game.
Yeah, it's going to be like 17-14 or some shit. So, we got a couple questions. Val in the house! Welcome back. Rams are scary. They don't have that hard of a schedule either. Their only tough opponents are Bills, Eagles, and I guess the Niners. They could go 10-7. Yeah. Yeah, this is clutch.
Isn't that crazy to think that we didn't even think the Rams are going to be that good this year? All of a sudden, they're starting to turn on.
Without Aaron Donald,
Yeah.
Without Aaron Donald, I kind of thought they would sink a little bit on defense, but no. And they have a lot of injuries too. And Cooper Kupp is kind of revitalized. Cooper Kupp was playing a little bit off,
Well,
And then
he
finally
was
got
nursing that
hurt.
injury, but yeah.
Yeah, and he looks good. So is Nakua. As long as Nakua is good. Yeah, and
Yeah, I
Matthew
think
Stafford looks vintage right now.
Strawberry's right. As much as Gino, it's so odd. Like you think Gino, like where they his revival of his career in Seattle. Gino's like the number one passing yard quarterback.
He is.
He's like the top quarterback right now in the NFL. Gino Smith.
Yeah.
Like
In
who
passing,
thought you would
got
be
some
saying
garbage time passes though, and then he's not
But
doing a very
how
good
would
job
you-
in the red zone right now.
why would you? I mean, who thought they would be saying that though? You know what I mean? Like Geno Smith.
Yeah, I know. Like I thought Gino's career was over and done, but
That's
I
how
actually
I-
thought it was gonna be over and done after Pete Carroll left because I thought he was the only one that can crack Geno Smith. But no, it looks like
Yeah.
Gino's always kind of had some midness in him. I don't think he's great. I don't think he's
No,
good.
no. His TD to interception 8 and 7. He's still got a high completion percentage rate. I mean, 69%. So,
But then he's got DK, he's got Lockett,
Yeah.
he's got Njigba. You know,
Yeah.
he's got weapons over there.
Jigabut, yeah.
Jigabut. All right. For our sports in the house, hopefully we can heal up. Hey, we got CMC on the way. We got Gross Matos
Jennings.
coming back. You know,
Jennings,
yeah, we got Jennings coming back. We got Hufunga.
Ufunga.
So there's a lot coming back. Hufunga's going to play with a cast on his finger because he tore a ligament. So he's going to play with a cast on his finger.
Just have the finger removed, like a real man.
Yeah, go
Probably
full on a lot. Yeah. Their defense still isn't great. It's McVay
Yeah.
and their offense. Yeah, for sure. For sure. It seems to be returning to week 10. I hope so. That's the plan. That's what I heard. He's on track to play for sure. So that's who we have for the Seahawks versus Rams, our predictions. I think the Seahawks are going to win this game like 27-17.
I think it's going to be a little bit higher than that. I think it's going to be like 24. I'll say 24-13. I think the offense.
13.
I think the offense is going to play a little bit better than Rams. The Rams offense actually hasn't been that good this year. I mean, I'm thinking season overall, right? They haven't been that good this year. The defense has been okay. They're a top 10 defense, but I think the Seahawks at home, it's going to be somewhat wet up there. So, and Seattle plays great in the rain. So, I think it's supposed to rain up in Seattle.
Yeah, that'll be a kind of good advantage there.
Yeah. Oh no, I guess it's just going to be overcast, but it's still going to be cold. So I mean, it's northwest weather. I think Seattle's going to, it's going to be probably a wet field, damp air. So I think we'll see.
If Huff comes back, should he replace Brown? I don't think so at all.
No, I don't think so.
He's playing injured. He needs to be the backup, and Mustafa is doing his thing while Brown is doing his thing. I don't think you should stunt their growth for an injured player. To Hufunga, who probably won't even be on this team next year. Let's be real. So no, I don't think he should replace Brown. But to be honest, it depends upon how much Kyle likes him. If Kyle likes him a lot, and he is a big friend of his, and all that, I can see him forcing him out there, saying, "Hey, you gotta give Hufunga some time." I can see that. But if you ask me in general, if it was my choice, no. What do you got, Poggie?
No, I agree. I don't think he should. No. I like Brown. I think they've both been playing well out there, so I don't think you bring. I love Hufunga. Don't get me wrong. I'd love to see Hufunga bounce back and play like he did, last season.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be great to see him, but no, I mean,
he wasn't playing very good when he did come back before he got the injury.
So
too.
it just,
Jair Brown, but a lot of people are giving Jair Brown for a couple problems, but I don't think it's fair because one where he knocked over Green, so he allowed a touchdown by CeeDee Lamb. You remember that?
Yeah,
those are just like small little blunders, but like
stupid.
What is he consistently doing though? I think he's consistently doing good stuff.
He's been playing. He's consistent. Yeah. He's been playing great consistently. So
yeah. So I'm all for just putting him in the background. Which game is the last one for today? Sunday Night Football. I don't remember. I think it's a stupid game.
Yeah,
Huff was good in that last 2 years. It's sad how injuries destroyed him. Yeah. And he really didn't have an opportunity really this year to kind of to kind of hit the ground running. He had to come in the middle of the season. Then he got hurt again with his finger.
Mm-hmm.
So he's kind of like, there's certain things that are happening to him that's kind of stunting his comeback. So, yeah, the injury on top of it, yeah, it's just bad for him.
He's been such a great player, but, yeah, the injuries have hindered his continuous.
Bad timing.
Yeah,
all that. So, all right. And then, obviously, we got the Bears with the Cardinals, so there's that. And then we'll talk about – so we just got done about Seahawks versus Rams. The longer Brown and Mustafa play together, the better there will be. We have seen improvement in the last few weeks. Don't interrupt their growth. Exactly.
Yeah.
Spitting hot fire, Strawberry. Spitting hot fire. I drink some water. I got some mad cotton. Be sure to like the live, guys. If you like the content, be sure to like it. Helps me out a lot. All right. Helps Poggie grow his hair back. It's trust. It's potent stuff. It's potent stuff. Maybe put Huff out there for an occasional 3 safety set. I thought that too, but I don't know.
Yeah, it'd be a strange look for their defense.
Trade for Darnell Savage. Oh my God. It can't happen. It can't happen. It can't happen. I know what you're doing.
Let's do it.
It can't happen. It's not possible. All right. So let me move about we're doing predictions for this week. We'll jump into that right now. But before we do that, let me throw out one thing real quick. I won this week. I was down 2-4. 2-4.
Surprisingly, he wins this week.
Pog wins 4 games. I'm 2. Everything is looking clouded. I'm covered in darkness. Okay? And then I called upon Aaron Rodgers. And just like he said, I needed to make peace with it. All right? I was in the darkness, and I made peace with it. And now I'm 4-4. Poggy here's choking hard like an Eagles season. Okay? So let's see if I can win again and take the lead and just keep bitch slapping.
Yeah, it's gonna happen, buddy.
All right. Let's go ahead and do it. Let's jump into predictions. Jets obviously against Texans. I don't know if I think we both would have picked Texans.
Would have both picked the Texans, yeah. Fuck Aaron Rodgers, and somehow they won because of a spectacular catch. Not because of Aaron Rodgers. Let's be
110%. I agree. Garrett Wilson is the reason why they won that game.
Yeah, I mean, not because of his dumb ass. Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me bring up the pick'em so you guys can see it. So you guys know what I'm looking at here. All right. Boom. All right. Yeah, I totally agree. Garrett Wilson is the reason why they won that game. And then some weird calls, but I don't want to do too much on the refs. But Garrett Wilson's an absolute stud. And whatever he did against the Steelers where it bounced off his chest or whatever, and they took a pick 6 for a touchdown, he redeemed himself in that game. He was the reason why they beat the Texans. So, and I was actually shocked that they were favored in the first place, to be honest with you.
The Texans?
The Jets were favored.
Oh, I guess I didn't even know that.
Yeah, that's the shocking part, right?
Yeah.
Vegas knew something that we didn't. So, all right. Dallas kept the big matchup. Dallas Cowboys at the Atlanta Falcons. Who do you got?
Falcons.
Spitting hot fire at the Falcons? Is that
Cowboys.
want or is that actual belief?
Belief.
Okay.
I don't think the Cowboys are that good. So.
All right, I've got Cowboys.
You're doing Cowboys?
Oh, no. Sorry. No. I got Falcons. All right, Juan's got Falcons. So I'll put a J there. But I agree. Val's got Falcons. Y'all smart. Y'all got it. This is supposed to be a tight game. This is supposed to be a clutch game. So, but I got the Falcons as well. Miami Dolphins. Tua Tagovailoa. Second game back from his dyeing his hair level of CTE. Okay. Will he beat the Buffalo Bills? Sassy Tua Tagovailoa is back.
No, Buffalo.
They're
in Buffalo too. I think it'll probably be really cold there. I think the weather's gonna have a factor to play there. But I think Buffalo's still gonna beat them.
Think Buffalo's still going to be? I think so too. I got the Bills as well.
I mean, Miami has a really good defense, but that's about it. I don't think Tua's going to be the difference maker.
Dolphins are they got bad juju around them. It's kind of hard to like really kind of pick them. Really, to be honest with you. Watch the Jets go 3-14. I would love that. That would be a Christmas gift. Yes. That's a shitty season for right now. The Falcons are good. Josh owns the Dolphins. Honestly, Tua's like 1-7, I guess. Yeah, he does. That's true. Like Josh Allen destroys the Dolphins consistently. Tua has too many concussions on the Bills win. Yeah, Tua is like broken. Bill says Strawberry. Val says Bills. All right, WBC knows. I don't know who that is, but welcome. Be sure to like the live. I really appreciate it. Bills will beat the Dolphins. The score is going to be 32-35.
That close.
Dude, I'm gonna say it's like 35-24. I think the Bills are going to win.
35-3. No.
Yeah.
No.
Some. All right. 49ers sports guys Bills. Also, I told you guys about the Browns last week. I should have picked them straight up. Either way, I knew it'd be close. I don't remember who it was, but someone did say that it's a division game, so Browns don't sleep on them. If that was you, that would make sense.
That was weird, yeah.
Usually you spit hot fire, Strawberry. You spit hot fire sometimes. Okay. Raiders at Bengals. What do you got? This is tough, really?
Two terrible teams. Mid-tier defense. Middle tier defense against a middle tier offense. I'm going to go for the offense, the Bengals.
You're being too nice to the Bengals. That Bengals defense is atrocious. Did you see what the Eagles did to them?
Yeah, but Who do
you got?
Bengals. I'm going to go Bengals.
Bengals?
Yeah, they're at home. So.
Yeah, I got to agree with Bengals too. I might put that one in reserve if we need a tiebreaker for the competition.
No, you're not getting another tiebreaker from me. You can't just be like, "Oh, get the tiebreaker win."
Well, no. That's what I meant, as in like, okay, I might come back to that game to be like, okay, that's the odd game. Like if we break even, like last time, but except for you gave me a tiebreaker.
You could just take a tie. We could just take a tie.
We're not having ties. That's stupid, man. This isn't soccer.
Then we'll rock paper scissors over it.
Isn't there like delay or whatever?
No, I can see your rock pick. Yeah, you picked rock. Good job.
Ready? Rock, paper, scissors? Right. Rock, paper, scissors, go. All right, ready?
Yeah, go.
Rock, paper, scissors, go.
Stop picking my same shit.
Right. Rock, paper, scissors, go.
I win. I think there was a delay on my end.
Yeah, I think it doesn't work.
Yeah, you picked scissors after I picked paper.
I stood there for like a minute too. All right, okay. All right, so Chargers at Browns. Jameis Winston is on fire, and I agree with you on the Bengals part.
Chargers. Fuck Jameis Winston.
Fuck Jameis Winston. I got the Browns.
He's not going to be good. Jameis Winston's not going to do it twice. He's not going to do it twice. No, he's not.
You got the Chargers. I got the Browns. I believe in the W. Eden man.
The guy that stole the crabs from the store.
Yeah, that guy.
That's all he's really known for, not for playing football.
No, he's known for throwing 30 touchdowns and 30 interceptions, going 30 for 30. That's what Val's got the Browns. That's gonna be a hard game. I want Chargers. I love Justin Herbert.
That's right.
Yeah, we got some Oregon fans up in here, man.
Big O, number one in the country.
All right, so I got the Browns. Patriots at Titans.
Geez, that's a tough game.
This one's kind of tough, actually. It's actually low key tough.
This one you could just like throw a coin up, but I think the number one defense is going to beat the worst offense in the NFL. I'm gonna go. Geez,
so that's one way to put it for sure.
I'm gonna say the Titans win by a safety. Because
Titans win by a safety? Damn. That's a lot.
I think the Titans defense is going to – I think Patriots are the second worst offense. The Titans are the worst offense. Patriots have one of the worst defenses in the league. The Titans have the best defense in the league. So I think the Titans defense is going to be the only thing that scores any points in this game.
So you got the Titans
by 2 points. It's going to be 2-0. It's a tough game. It's a tough game to call because it's like whoever scores is going to win the game, I think.
All right. So I need a tiebreaker here. Okay, so Val says Titans. Juan says Patriots.
I think it's going to be the Titans just because of their defense alone. I don't think the Patriots are going to be able to score against that defense.
Is Will Levis playing? Levis plays. I say Pats. If Mason Rudolph is playing, I say Titans. Who is playing?
I don't care. I don't think either one of them is going to be able to put up any points against the Titans defense.
Let me check. Hold on.
Probably Rudolph.
Titans lose starting QB versus Patriots. Titans quarterback is not fully recovered. Oh yeah, so it's going to be Mason Rudolph. Should be Rudolph according to that article. So you got Titans then. Oh my God.
You want to pick the Titans.
I so want to pick the Patriots. But I'm going to go Titans as well. I just feel like I'm with it. Oh, Strawberry, you got Pats. You got the Pats winning? All right, I got Titans. Okay, that's fine. Okay, Titans. Next up, Washington Commanders at the Giants.
Commanders.
Commanders?
I don't think the Giants.
Yeah, they're done.
Yeah.
They're done. They had an interesting streak.
You're done.
Interesting, kind of playing good for a little bit there for a second. They actually had a little moment there. Not gonna lie. Mason Rudolph, yeah. 9-6. Yeah, this game's going to be awful. Yeah, that game's going to be terrible.
That's going to be field goals.
That's why it's so hard to predict. You don't know who's going to be worse in this situation. Like who's going to?
Well, I just think the Titans defense is going to shut down the Patriots' terrible offense, and then the Titans are just going to be able to run the ball a little bit and get in field goal position. Right, like that's going to be the difference maker.
Yeah, and Drake May's playing. He's not playing very good. So yeah, Titans. I get. Commanders, obviously, that's a given. That one's just a gimme. May looks promising. That's good. All right, so next up, Saints at Panthers. Saints are obviously playing Spencer Rattler, who's been terrible.
I thought Derek Carr was back.
No, he's not back. He should be back. Check.
I thought I read Derek Carr was back.
Show me. Prove it.
Derek Carr, no savior for getting Saints, just trying to be a great leader upon expected return versus the Panthers.
Giants are way more than mid.
He's playing against the Panthers.
He's playing. Derek Carr is. Oh
yeah, Derek Carr, no savior for getting Saints. Just trying to be a great leader.
I got the Saints too. Then
yeah, Derek Carr. Yeah,
Toilet bowl, but Saints win since Carr is back.
Yeah. I mean,
it's Bryce Young, and Bryce Young's not good.
Yeah.
He's not, man. He's
I know. I agree.
All right. Broncos at Ravens. This one could be.
I still think the Ravens. Will win, though.
You have picked the Ravens every single time. I don't think you've ever gone against the Ravens at all.
I probably have. I've had to go against the Ravens.
You don't think this is a trap game for the Ravens?
Not in Baltimore. No.
Tyler Helton in the house. Welcome. Be sure to like the live. I guess I agree with you on that. I think the Ravens just going to outright win this. I agree.
Yeah, I think, as much as I want Bo Nix to win with Denver, I mean, I'll still go for Denver. I want Denver to win, but I think.
But if you want to lock in a W, hey.
Unfortunately.
I got Tyler Helton in the house. Ravens win 27-23. It could be a trap game. Yes, I think it's got a trap game. I think they underestimated Jameis Winston, or they underestimated the Browns last week when a team has an actual quarterback.
Well, that's the Browns are one of those teams. That's the old Ravens, right? Or the Ravens are the old Browns. So it's like those teams. When those two teams play against each other, it's like 50-50. There's no guaranteed win against those two. It's
always close.
It's like a interconference game. I mean, a conference game. Those two just know each other somehow. It's like, we know your playbook, you know ours, so.
WC, that's a tight game. 35-34. I guess that's crazy. Ravens, we got Ravens. Yeah,
I mean, I'm gonna go for the Broncos just because Bo Nix. So
yeah, and I don't mind the Ravens losing to a trash team. That'd be great.
A trash team. They're 5-3. Trash team.
Yeah, because they've been playing trash. They have a trash.
I know they still have five wins, so that's better than us.
We've been playing hard teams, man. All right, Bears.
No, we haven't. Bears at Cardinals. Bears. I need the Bears to win. I need them to win.
Bears too.
I need them to win in Arizona.
I just think that defense can stop that offense.
So do I.
I think they can make enough. I think it's gonna be a low-scoring game, maybe like what?
Yeah, it won't be.
Like 19-16 or some shit.
That's what I was just thinking, like 20-16, 20-17, something like that.
Something like that. Yeah, nothing too crazy. All right, so we all have the Bears. Jaguars at the Eagles. I don't want to say it either, man. I don't want to say it either. But you have to. You have to. You know it.
Yeah, I mean Eagles.
Like, or hey, take the Jags. Take the Jags. You never know. This could be it.
They're the worst. They're one of the worst defenses in the NFL. They're gonna get lit up.
All right.
I mean, the running game's just gonna run all over that Jaguar defense.
Val says Jaguars suck. Eagles, unfortunately. Eagles. Yeah, it's tough, guys. It's tough. But you got to be realistic.
They're just gonna run all over them. I mean,
this is gonna be a great game.
Green Bay and Detroit, and it's in Green Bay.
It's in Green Bay.
I mean, Detroit is such a good team. Like
such a juggernaut.
Statistically, they're even on like both sides of the. You can't say the offense is better than the defense, and the defense is better than the offense. Like statistically, both sides are good. I mean, I think it's going to be the Lions.
I want to say this real quick about the Lions. The Lions are so impressive because they win games without having their quarterback having to do the work.
Yeah.
They're winning games dominantly and convincingly and in different ways than any other team in the NFL. The Lions are so
I think they could beat the Chiefs.
I think they could beat the Chiefs too. I think the Lions are the best team in the NFL. I think they're really, really, really good. And I got the Lions over the Packers.
Even if they were to lose this game, it's okay. I don't think that's a telling sign. I think it's one of those losses that you get. It's an interconference game. There's no guarantee win. It's a good conference.
I think it would be big for the Packers, though. I think it would be really big for the Packers. I think it would help boost I think it would give them momentum to beat the Lions. But yeah, I get the Lions winning this game. I think the Lions are just on a whole other level. And then anything that happened prior, such as losing to the Bucs, that was that Lions team. This Lions team is playing right now is insanely good. Just way too much. Too many good things are going their way.
Yeah.
I got the Lions win this game. Probably like double digits. I think like by 10 points.
Yeah, I think they dominate.
Yeah. And I think Jordan Love is getting hurt all the time. I think he's gotten hurt twice so far since he came back from his ankle injury.
Yeah, likely.
So, all right. Lions going to win this game like 35-20. It's going to be something like that. All right. Comments. Lions Love throws like 2 picks a game. We'll see. Love likely playing hurt also could affect him, and he'll be a gift like 3 interceptions. Yeah, he's playing hurt. What do you see? Do you watch WWE? Chief will cook Lions. Lions offense like the Niners last year. I mean, way better, I think. Like, way better. They have a lot more better scheme. They have better momentum. They're winning in way different ways. But, yeah, I know what you're saying. They're definitely the number one offense. Acknowledge Kansas City Chiefs. Hey, we already gave them the love, man. We already gave them the love. So, all right. Moving on to the next game. From Lions at Green Bay Packers, we are going Rams at Seahawks. Who do you got?
Seahawks.
Seahawks. Let's go Seahawks, man.
I'm not saying let's go.
What is their saying?
I don't know.
Ours is like bang bang Niner gang. Like what's okay? I don't know if theirs is, but whatever their birds thing is. Go that because we need the Seattle Seahawks to beat the Rams. The Rams are have so much momentum right now. They beat us already. If they win and knocks us down fourth in the division, it's terrible. Okay, yeah, the Seahawks will be ahead of us by one game, but that's okay. We can recover from that. We've already beaten the Seahawks convincingly.
Tiebreaker, so.
Yeah, exactly. So we want the Rams. We want the Rams. Sorry, we want the Seahawks. We want the Seahawks to lose. We want the Rams to lose. Seahawks to win. Juan says, I want the Seahawks to win, but I don't think they will. Okay, I see where you're coming from. Being realistic. I want the Seahawks to win, even though I do think the Rams could.
I think the Seahawks will.
You think the Seahawks will too? All confidence. Okay.
I think they'll.
I hope so.
Pretty
Colts at Vikings. Is this a trap game? Is this a game where, as of late, the Vikings have been on 2-game losing streak?
I think it could be a trap game, but I don't know. The Colts have been so weird this year. It's like one of those teams, like they're either really bad or they're really good. You know, it's like, what Colts are you gonna get?
They're gonna play Joe Flacco.
Oh, are they?
Yeah. So Anthony Richardson's out because Anthony Richardson tapped himself out last week apparently because he was too tired.
Weird. Never seen that happen before.
Yeah, that's a trip. I can't believe you
get
did
rid
that.
of him.
Hey man, I'm too tired. Get me out of here. I'm a quarterback. Dude, you're a quarterback, bro.
Yeah, I agree with Strawberry. They do have a better chance to win with Flacco.
So what do you think?
Jeez. It's a tough one because it does feel like a trap game.
It does. It does. And whatever you pick, I'm going to pick the opposite. Just because I do feel like it's a trap game, and if I'm right about this is kind of a huge W on my part.
I think I'm going to go Colts.
You're going to go Colts? Oh, shit. Okay.
I think I'm going to just let it – yeah. I mean, I think it can go either way. It's probably going to – it could end up being a blowout Vikings, but I'm just going to throw Colts a bone.
Okay, Colts. All right, I got Vikings. Sweet. Okay. All right. I will take that. W. All right. That's a free W. I'm going to win this week. Wait, I think we've only disagreed on 2 games so far. We got to disagree on another one. Bucks at Chiefs. Is this where the Bucks take down the Chiefs?
No.
No?
Nah, I think Chiefs will win. The Bucks have a terrible defense.
I need a tiebreaker game. I think the Chiefs are going to win this one too. I'm with you, Strawberry. I throw up emoji. I agree. All right, so right now we gotta go through this. We have to go through these games again and find one to disagree on because we are currently there's only 2 games to disagree on, which is the Chargers game and the Colts game. So
that should be fine. I don't think. Yeah, I think you're probably in the Vikings game.
What?
We disagreed on the Vikings game.
Colts.
Colts. I thought you said the Chargers.
I got the Vikings. Then also in the Chargers game, I had who the Chargers playing?
You had the Browns. I had the Chargers.
And then you picked the Bengals. You picked the Raiders to lose to the Bengals. So you picked the Bengals. I
picked the Chargers against the Browns. Did you pick the Browns?
I picked the Browns. So we need a tiebreaker. You got the Bengals at the Raiders.
Mm-hmm.
And I agree with that. You got the Titans at the Patriots. I might switch that one. I think that might be it.
I would just take the tie if I was you. But okay.
You're gonna let me have the tiebreaker?
No, I'm not gonna give you another tiebreaker so you can be like, "Oh, I'm ahead of you," when you're really not.
Hey, you gave the rules, man. You said it's cool.
I know, but I let you come back when really technically you're down one.
For some reason I picked that. I guess I'm gonna have to pick I'm gonna pick the Patriots over the Titans.
Okay.
That's good. That's probably stupid, but I can't pick any other weird game that's close. Maybe the Bengals the Bengals and Raiders one might be like one, but I was kind of thinking that one, but nah. All right. So that's official. So we got to look out for the Chargers game, the Titans game.
Titans are already up 7-0, so good pick.
fucking bullshit. You're lying.
Nope. Good pick.
Oh, dude, don't say that, dude.
No, you already said it's official, so
no,
good
I
pick.
change it. I'm changing.
No, you
it
can't
right
change it.
now,
You said it
dude.
was official.
No.
It's on. It's recorded. It's live.
I didn't submit the
It's in
picks.
front of everybody. No, you said
I
it's
didn't submit
official.
the picks.
Once you say it's official, it's set. You can't
Damn
change
it.
it. Not how the rules work.
Okay. You know what? I still have the Chargers and the Colts game, all right? I still have the Chargers and Colts game. Just need to get those two, and I got the dub. All right, so that's everything. Right now, me and B-Pog are tied. He's got 4 weeks of dubs. I got 4. And whoever wins this week gets the tiebreaker. All right, and then we talked about who we want to win, Seahawks versus Rams. Obviously, we want the Seahawks to win just for like whole division purposes. Also, not to mention, well, we went through that already. We want the Seahawks to win for sure. We got the Bears over the Cardinals. We talked about that already. Then we talked about Steve Young and what he said about the 3 running backs. And Poggie's all for it. He loves the idea that we should use 3 running backs. I don't think we should use it that much. I think it's like once every 4 weeks if we do something like that. I don't think it's something we should consistently do all the time. But I do love the fact that what Steve Young was really trying to say is be creative, get into the playbook, create something that they should fear. So you kind of get the gist of what he's saying. I kind of agree with what Steve Young to say with that. And then we talked about trade targets, and our number 1 position that we talked about was D-end. So we need D-end. And if the 49ers don't trade for anybody after this trade deadline, that is such a bad sign. That would take this feeling that I have right now after beating the Cowboys and kind of pull me back into reality a little bit.
We might be in trouble of not winning the division. I'll just say that.
Yes.
Because our remainder of our schedule is going to be tough. I don't see us winning out. I mean, look at the remainder of our division. Our schedule. We're not going to win out. I don't see us beating the Lions in Detroit. We go on the road against the Bills and I think the Packers, right? Or is it the Bucks? Then we go to the Bills. I mean, it's a tough schedule looking at it.
All right, so Cowboys, we just beat the Cowboys. All right, let's say
then we
don't trade anybody. We use the team that we have, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so 49ers at Bucks.
That's going to be a tough game. But I think we can beat them if we make a trade, though. We need to make a trade. We need help. That's a long way to travel. We need some help. We're going to need some pass rush, right?
Yeah.
We come home. I think we beat Seattle at home, but then we have a tough road schedule in Green Bay, in Buffalo. We could go 1-1, maybe on the road. Yeah, I mean, or we can go 0-2. I think if we don't make moves, we go 0-2 on the road. There.
Really?
Yeah, that's a tough. Yeah,
we lose to the Bucks and Seahawks.
No, I'm talking about after those 2 games, the Packers Bills.
Packers Bills. Oh yeah, definitely. Okay, so let's just go through it right now. So you have that as the Bucks is a W, right?
I could see us going 2-0 those 2 weeks. Yeah,
these 2. I got 2-0 right now. So what are we? We're 6-4.
Yeah,
that's a loss. I can see that too. I agree with that. So now we're 6-6. Bears.
If we don't make a move.
Offense is that great. Their defense is fantastic.
Their defense is good. That's what I'm saying. So it could be another loss for us. I mean, it doesn't take much for
6
if
and
our
7
if our offense is on the field, not if we're going 3 and out, our defense isn't going to sustain against even a terrible offense, right? If we do a lot of 3 and outs, we could lose against the Bears. We could possibly.
Yeah,
I would write that up as a close loss for now. I'm just going to say a close loss. Just looking ahead in the future, I'm going to say.
Right. Okay, so let's just So this, all right, we're 6-6 right now. Mm-hmm. This one, I'm going to count this as a win or potential loss like that. I'll explain how that works. Yeah. I think we beat the Rams again.
Yeah.
Right.
No, we lost to the Rams, didn't we?
I think we're losing. I think we're gonna beat them again, though.
Yeah, we'll beat them this time. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll beat the
Dolphins. We'll beat the Dolphins. We'll lose to the Lions.
Yeah.
And then maybe the Cardinals could beat us.
In Arizona, yeah. If we don't make moves, you got another mobile quarterback, which has been our kryptonite. And Kyler Murray has been playing, but I mean he's still a mobile quarterback.
He's making the plays that he has to win.
They have a pretty decent. I mean, the running backs aren't terrible, so I mean, yeah, I mean he's been making plays when he needs to. Mobile quarterbacks we've been terrible against mobile quarterbacks. So if we don't have an edge rusher, we could lose another game.
So we predicted right now. So we predicted a either 8-9 record or a 10-7 record.
Yeah,
that's what we predicted. Because if this is a W and this is a W, we lose the Lions and then we lose the Packers and Bills.
Lions, yeah, that's definitely. Yeah, those could definitely be 3 losses right there. Jeez.
Those are 3 losses right now. We're at 4. That puts us at 7, and then we beat everyone else. That's 10-7 right there.
Yeah, and if
so
we
right
don't
now,
make moves, yeah, we
could, 10-7.
If we don't make moves, it could be a.
These are big games right here. Yeah, these 3 right here. If we can win one of these,
that's if we can win one of those road games. That I think we'd have a better chance against the Bills than the Packers. I would say on the road. Just because I still think the Seahawks game is going to be a rock'em sock'em. It's an interdivision game. It's still going to be a beat the hell out of each other. And so I think traveling on the road in Green Bay, we're going to probably lose a tough game. And then we could maybe rebound and go into Buffalo and win that game. But we have to make moves. If we don't make moves and help our defense out, I mean, we could lose quite a few games.
Gross Montrose is not that pass rusher that's good. Like, we don't have that pass rusher on the other side, Nick Bosa. And I want to talk about this real quick. I know we're kind of going a little bit over our time here, but Chase Sr. said recently that Nick Bosa was having an all-pro year. And I don't understand that because the only thing he's been doing is getting pressures. He's second in pressures, and knockdowns. However, he's only got 4.5 sacks in 8 games. He has 7 missed tackles, which is he's tied for 14 other defenders, which is really high up there. And he's 13th in missed tackle percentage, 20%.
Well, he's being double teamed, triple teamed. Like, that's the only person they need to really concentrate on that defensive line because there's nobody else on that defensive line that's really doing anything.
But he's dealt with this kind of pressure before and performed a lot better. He's faced things like this.
I mean.
And then you also, even with that being the case, like Max Crosby has that issue.
We've had more depth on our defensive line, so I don't think he's used to that. I would say because we've had other pieces on our defensive line that have helped out, alleviate some of that. You think back to DeForest Buckner, Eric Armstead, like we've had good pieces on our defensive line that have helped him out, that have alleviated some of that pressure because. If he's getting double team, triple team, those guys are putting pressure to the quarterback, so they're having to readjust, right? So now you have
D-tackle hasn't been the issue though. D-tackle and pass rushing has been fine.
Well, I'm saying though,
on the other side.
Yeah, but I'm saying like we're not at that level where we used to be, where we're getting pressure on the quarterback.
It doesn't justify the 7 missed tackles and then 13th in missed tackle percentage. That means it's him and the other defender, and he's missing them. So you can't tell he's playing all pro level.
No, I don't. Well, no, I don't think he's playing all pro. I think he'll still get the votes to go to Pro Bowl, but I don't think he's playing all pro.
Yeah, I expect better from a guy we pay $34 million a year to perform. I expect Max Crosby numbers. I expect Myles Garrett numbers, and I don't know. I just expect a lot more from that kind of a player. Like. Pressures are great, cool, but they don't guarantee you anything. Sacks do. So, I don't know. All right. So we talked about that. And then what was the other thing we talked about? All right. I think that's everything. So, yeah, guys. We got Papa J. I got your predictions here. What do you got? Dallas, Buffalo. You picked Houston. Houston already lost. Sorry, man. Picked Houston. You got Tennessee. Okay, I'm gonna lose that one. What was the other one? What was the other one? Philly, Detroit, AC. Okay, all right. So we're going to bounce out of here. Hopefully, get the predictions. Right now, me and Poggie are tied. That's everything that happens. Thank you, everyone who came to the show. I hope you had a great time. Strawberry, you're awesome. Good to see you, man. Juan, good to see you as always. Hope to see you next show as well. Papa J, good to see you, brother. Who else do we got? WC. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You're new. Tyler Helton, the coolest Chiefs fan I know. What else? Who else we got? Papa J, I was just trying to be honest about Houston.
Yeah,
Hey,
we were both saying we would have picked Houston. Yeah.
Who else did we miss? 49ers Sports. Good to see you too. And then if there's anybody else I missed, my bad. Just trust me. I feel you here though. I feel your support right here. All right. So to everyone who watches this show later, if you like the content and you're not sub to it, sub. We go live every single week at least before the games start, do predictions and stuff. So if you enjoy this content, sub away. Like the live if you like the show. Of course, it helps out this channel, helps it grow, helps become a lot more than what it is right now. And you guys help make what it is. I have no idea what I just said right there. Whatever. All love, fam. I'll see you next video.